Hi, it's been 6 months. 6 months since I've done my last uh, YouTube live stream or my broadcast on YouTube. Like, literally, my last video was January 28th, 2024. Yeah, so literally about 6 months ago. Was it 6 months ago? Hold on, let me take a look at that again. Let me double check that. Yep, 6 months ago. January 28th, 2024. So it's been quite a while. I want to talk about a few things. Firstly, I know the major question that probably everybody's wondering in my live stream is where in the hell have I been and why have I not done a lot of live streams on YouTube? Well, there are a couple of things. I have been working nonstop because, I have a day job and I work a lot. And I don't honestly have been having a lot of thought about doing recordings a lot, so I never had an opportunity to do YouTube videos or do live streams like that. Um, and then also our friend group who do these types of, we game and whatever. We have our own lives. We have a lot to work with, so we don't get together often to do a live stream or do like any videos together. And if we did, we would be probably doing like a three-player thing, and we don't really kind of like. I don't kind of see on uh, doing a live stream on just a three-player deal. So that's basically the reason why I haven't been on YouTube and why there hasn't been a lot of live streams or anything. So I want to get that out of the way. Um, the other thing I want to get upon is SummerSlam, because SummerSlam, as everyone knows, was yesterday. I am recording this on August 4th. This is August 4th, by the way, at about 1:30 in the morning. So I want to talk about the uh, matches. I want to talk about what's going on, and yeah, I just want to talk. So, without further ado, let me just get to the wonderful stuff here. Hold on. All right. So, I am also uh, going to be reading the reports, the highlights, and everything. Um, I'm gonna read down the matches, and talk about these matches, and then read down. I'm gonna read down everything. So you might want to forgive me if I do get a little flustered or anything like that. So, without further ado, let's talk about the matches. We have a couple of matches here from SummerSlam, and here are the matches that we are going to go through. We're going to go through Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk, Logan Paul versus LA Knight for the United States Championship, Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental Championship, Damian Priest versus Gunther or Walter for the World Heavyweight title, Bayley versus Nia Jax for the Women's Championship, Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley for the Women's World title, And finally, Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa for the undisputed WWE Championship. So, let's run down the list, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. So, first match on the card was Liv Morgan versus Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio at ringside. So, let's talk about this. You already know that this story has been over a year in the making, basically. Let's kick it off. We have Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. The both of them were actually a tag team at one point. However, things wouldn't go well, and Rhea Ripley would end up breaking that friendship with Liv Morgan. Of course, this would lead up Rhea Ripley to join up with the Judgment Day. Liv Morgan would be out with an injury and would put her on the shelf for quite a while. Now, at the same time, Rhea Ripley had successfully Rhea Ripley had became the longest reigning women's world champion, I think, of all time, basically. She has held that title for quite a long time. She did lose it, however, she had to vacate the title due to a shoulder injury and again injured thanks to Liv Morgan, who returned the favor after Rhea injured Liv. So, Liv has been the women's world champion, and she has been trying to disband or dissolve the Judgment Day from within by firstly getting into Dominic Mysterio and then to other people. So, it's gonna be kind of really bad. And actually, thanks to Liv Morgan, Finn Balor and JD McDonough actually would win the World Tag Team titles from Awesome Truth. However, Rhea Ripley would make her return to Monday Night Raw after a mixed tag team match between Liv Morgan, Dominic Mysterio versus Rey Mysterio, and Zelina Vega. Rhea was trying to keep the group together and try to work things out with Dominic Mysterio and try to get that taken care of. So during the match at SummerSlam, Dominic was being his normal self. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm a little flustered. I would probably do a lot of misspeaking, so forgive me. He was doing his normal stints, and he was doing everything. The first sign that something would go amiss was when Rhea Ripley was about to do the steel chair spot. Well, she gets the steel chair, lands it over her head, and Dominic grabs the steel chair and actually takes it from Rhea as, well, you cannot win the World Championship via DQ. But, hold on. I'm actually going to look at the Bleacher Reports' deal here. Alright. Alright, so after that chair, the whole thing with the chair, Dominic would distract the referee from Rhea trying to gain an advantage. Liv would hit Oblivion twice. The first one was when that steel chair deal happened. And then the second time, after the referee got distracted by Dom, Liv Morgan would end up retaining the championship. Now, however, that's when Dominic Mysterio played his trump card. Come to find out, Dominic betrayed Rhea and is now with Liv Morgan. Of course, Dominic kissing Liv Morgan and is causing a lot of fractions within the Judgment Day. In fact, there was a backstage segment about all members of the Judgment Day shocked and confused, wondering what the hell just happened up there, and Priest very fucking pissed off. I mean, he I know he's already pissed off. He was already pissed off because of this whole situation with the Morgan and Dominic Mysterio, but it just got onto the yeah. Next one. Next match is Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker for the Intercontinental title. Now, excuse me. First off, I actually want to say that oh no, I lost my train of thought. Okay, so I'm sorry. Sami Zayn, Braun Breaker, Intercontinental Championship, next match. So, Sami Zayn has won the Intercontinental title from Gunther at WrestleMania, and he's been on a tear. He's been on the tear as the Intercontinental Champion, but then you get Braun Breaker, who's a now up-and-comer from NXT, who's been running through the competition. He's been running through Ricochet. He's been running through a lot of different talent. He has been after Sami Zayn. He's been after Sami Zayn, and he's been wanting to prove that he could be the guy. So he gets a second shot at the Intercontinental title. The match, absolutely.
We have nearly 300 beaches in Puerto Rico.
Excuse me for a second. Let me prove that. The match, absolutely great. I didn't have a chance to watch it, but I'm reading through the Bleacher Report, so forgive me. The match apparently did not take too long, and before you know it, Braun Breaker did hit 2 spears on Sami Zayn, and Braun Breaker is the new Intercontinental Champion. So, this is actually kind of important to talk about because this is starting to make a shift into the new champions. And while I want to see Braun Breaker as Intercontinental Champion, I also want to see what Braun can do. Because I have been replaying a lot of the SmackDown and Raw clips and everything, and Braun Breaker, he's a beast, man. And hopefully he has a good run with the Intercontinental title, and maybe we'll see what we can do there. Next match is Logan Paul versus LA Knight, yeah, for the United States Championship. So, this match, this was something that has been building up for a good while as well. I mean, firstly, you got LA Knight, who's really been riding the popularity train for a good while. I mean, he's been super duper duper over. Then you got Logan Paul, who's been a United States champion, and also he's dealing with a lot at the moment as well, including the controversial tweet that he had sent out, but now has since been deleted from his Twitter or his X account. But we're not going to talk about that. Rapper Machine Gun Kelly, or MGK, I cannot believe I'm saying those words, accompanied him to the ring. And let's just say the match was good, and the highlight that I liked was Logan Paul's moonsault to the outside, attacking Knight. That moonsault looked absolutely crisp. Of course, towards the end of the match, LA Knight was about to take advantage. Logan Paul hit him with the brass knuckles with the chain, but the referee didn't see it. Logan Paul was gonna go for the uh, what's the move? The Heyman clothesline. The Heyman clothesline, is that what that was? Where you flip springboard flip and then you do that clothesline? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of the name, but please let me know in the comments. But it was a fake out. LA reversed into the BFT, and then 1, 2, 3. LA Knight is the new U.S. champion. Now, this was long overdue. I think LA Knight should have been U.S. champion when he made it to the main roster, like when he debuted, or maybe sometime after that. But I think this was a good time now for LA Knight win to win the match and won the title. Next match is Bayley versus Nia Jax for the women's championship. Now, of course, this is a David versus Goliath type situation. Bayley has been champion since Mania, ever since she won at Mania, I mean. And Nia Jax has been doing her own little thing. In fact, I did see that she is doing something with Tiffany Stratton, who, by the way, tried to cash in at SummerSlam, but the cash in did not go well. I guess she's still Money in the Bank holder right now. But at the end of it, uh, Stratton tried to cash in, but I guess Bayley knocked it off. Nia Jax hit 2 power bombs and 2 annihilators to win and defeat Bayley to become the women's champion. Now, Annihilator, I have no idea what that is, but I'm sure somebody's gonna make a mention. You know. There's nothing really to talk about in this one, so I'm gonna just move forward to this match. CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre with Seth Rollins as the special guest referee. I want to talk about this match because this is CM Punk's first actual match back with the company. Last match he came back to was at Royal Rumble, where Drew hit a Future Shock DDT and tore Punk's tricep muscle. Now, that was bad news for Punk, but things didn't go so well for Drew as well. Those who don't know, Drew McIntyre didn't win the Royal Rumble, but he did go on to WrestleMania to face Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship. And he did hold the title for about 5 minutes, but then CM Punk cost Drew McIntyre the championship, and that would make Damian Priest catch in and win the world title after him. Now, this whole thing kind of started from Royal Rumble, and it's gone to this point where it got personal, where it's got to a point of Drew actually leaving for a little bit, and then and then suspensions. Yeah, it was a whole thing. And then to add also insult, CM Punk has also cost um, Drew the title at Scotland. Um, Absolutely wild times. And then on top of that, now they had a guest referee involved, and it's now Seth. Now, this is important. I want to talk about also. A lot of people have their critics. CM Punk had Seth Rollins and Drew McIntyre. Both of them did not want him back in WWE. But when CM Punk returned at Survivor Series 2023, you would see actually the tape where Seth Rollins gets actually visibly angry at the fact that Punk has come back to the company because, you know, they have a history. And honestly, um, with this match, I thought it was going to be, you know, go out brawl. Um, I thought it was going to be like a, Bret Hart, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels situation, but it did not turn out that way. Um, there were moments where CM Punk uh, I can't even read it. I can't even read it. I I can't even think straight anymore. I do apologize, by the way. Um, but I guess some things happened during the match, but at the end, Drew McIntyre did pick up the win after a low blow and some claymores, and I got this from the Bleacher Report. All right, next match. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. Damian Priest versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. Now, before the match, Damian Priest and Finn Balor were backstage and they're at their clubhouse. They you want to forgive me. Um they did go backstage. They tried to find Dominic, but I guess Dominic and Liv Morgan had left the building. Um and Damian apologized for his actions, and Finn also said I'm sorry too. And you never know what was gonna happen, but we thought, okay, these guys been together since the beginning, keep the bond strong and everything else. Well, you got now this match for the world title. Um, you got two big guys. Jesus, they could beat the hell out of each other. Like, literally, absolutely beat the hell out of each other. Um, Damian Priest thought he could actually win the match with the Razor's Edge and then the South of Heaven choke slam. But during the count, Gunther was near the ropes, and Finn Balor put Gunther's foot on the bottom rope. So Finn Balor basically screwed Damian Priest out of the world title. Priest was a little angry. Um, Gunther went for the sleeper, and Damian basically survived the first one, and then it Damian tried to go after Finn, but it backfired, and Gunther went for a powerbomb and then went for a second sleeper. Gunther is the new World Heavyweight Champion. Or, I'm sorry to say this, but it's Walter. Why did you change his name to Gunther WWE? Why? Walter sounded a lot better. Oh, Jesus. But, eh, Gunther is the new World Heavyweight Champion. And I'm excited. I'm excited for what Gunther can do with the world title. I'm actually happy with some of these title changes. I'm actually quite pleased with it. Uh, oh, so apparently, if you guys probably watched the match, Gunther had like marks on his chest before uh the match started. So I don't know what the hell happened, but we'll find out. But I guess we'll probably get an answer sometime soon. Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa for the undisputed WWE title. Now, this match had a last minute stipulation, which was Bloodline rules. They had that's interesting that they actually made the undisputed title match again a Bloodline rules match. Um, well, we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about like how his entrance was. Pharaoh, uh, Cody's dog, walking, accompanying him, and then you see in the camera Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson, double A, the enforcer of the Four Horsemen. This is the first time Arn Anderson has been seen on WWE television. So this has been the first time he has been seen in, oh God, quite a long time. I think the last time I saw Arn Anderson on WWE television was during Ric Flair's, I'm going to put this in quotations, retirement speech in 2008. Anyways, but I'm not going to talk about that. We're talking about this match. So, this match was also hard hitting. Solo actually could show that he can actually go, but he's not there. He's not on that level yet. During the match, of course, Tamatonga and Tangaloa. I actually got those right. Holy shit. I just realized that. Anyways, Tamatonga and Tangaloa came and to interfere in the match. They get um, they basically get handled by Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. Cody about to win, and then Jacob Batu comes out and attacks Cody. And then during the match, during this moment, Jacob goes for the splash from the top to the announce table. However, you might see the tape where Jacob Batu grabs his leg. Now Jacob Batu is now injured. Great. You get Jacob Batu coming on WWE television for a couple weeks and then he's already injured. Wonderful. Anyways, but that's not the best. The. But that's not what the game is about. During the match, after Cody and Solo basically did their hard hitting moves, they're laid out on the mat, like tired and freaking worn out. You hear the the music of Roman Reigns' theme from WrestleMania 40, and Roman Reigns comes out, makes his triumphant return with his new t-shirt, which, by the way, OTC, I actually had to look this up, Original Tribal Chief. Did not know that was actually a cool kind of a deal, but it's a cool t-shirt design, though. I will admit that. But Roman Reigns comes down to the ring. We thought Roman is going to go right after Cody, but nope. Superman punches Solo Sikoa, and then with the biggest ooh-ah spear, Solo Sikoa, Cody, wins the match, is still undisputed WWE Champion. Roman walks up to the entranceway, looks over at the ring where Cody is standing on the apron. Cody looking back right at him. We could be seeing Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns 3. And all I'm gonna say is welcome back Roman Reigns. I know you have your focuses on the undisputed WWE title, but I think he's got more important things to worry about right at this moment. In fact, right at this moment, Roman Reigns has family matters to deal with. So I'm looking forward to what would happen on SmackDown. I'm looking forward to what Raw brings. And yeah, I'm pretty damn excited about it. And I think there's some like uh let's see. I'm trying to think of everything. Oh yeah. Oh, here, hold on. Yeah, from Bleacher Report, and I'm actually going to read these last paragraphs here. They said that this is their final words here, so I'm going to read the entire thing. Excuse me. Ooh. Bleacher Report, this is their official stuff on their website. So I'm just going to read the last of their wordings, and then we're going to go on. This year's SummerSlam featured 4 title changes, 2 betrayals, and a huge return. Both mid-card men's belts found new homes with Knight and Breakker, while Jax won the WWE Women's title and Gunther becoming the new World Heavyweight Champion. While all this sounds like a lot, and it is, this pay-per-view was highly predictable, which a lot of people would not think so, but it, well, I mean, you may think that, but it's within the immersion of the fan. Um, They said just about everything you expected to happen happened, and everyone you expected to show up made an appearance. Which, okay, firstly, I don't think anybody didn't like thought, hey, what if MGK shows up and accompanies Logan Paul, or hey, what if Jelly Roll comes in with Awesome Truth and does a chokeslam on Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. I, whatever. Priest and Gunther had the best performance out of the 7 matches, but nobody who competed on Saturday can be accused of giving a bad display. So that's actually high praise, because a lot of the fans who have, like, I don't know, they have such hate for the company, for WWE, that they think every match was bad, and they thought, oh well, in this perfect world, uh, who's this guy is world champion, and this guy. I listen. I may sound like a jackass on that one, but hey, sometimes it's the truth. Wrestling fans are fickle, as Brian Danielson will say, or Daniel Bryan, if anyone who does not know. Anyways, Reigns' return is going to be the most newsworthy thing to come out of this show, which is true. But with all the different storyline developments we saw, Raw and SmackDown are going to be very interesting this week. That is absolutely true. With Raw, the big things I think we're going to be looking into is the Judgment Day implosion, Braun Breaker's impressive title reign with the championship. Maybe we'll see if Sami Zayn could get back into it. But if not, then maybe Sami Zayn can team up with Jey Uso, and both they can be intertwined with the Bloodline story, which I'll talk about later. Gunther, see what his next challenge is going to be. Because, to be honest, Gunther as World Heavyweight Champion just seems right. After him winning King of the Ring, I actually was half expecting him to actually at least go for the World Heavyweight title. So, I'm very happy for that. I'm very happy for that. On the SmackDown side, LA Knight. I mean, LA Knight, you could see him go for something new with a new storyline, with a new competitor, or see if Logan Paul could come back and say, hey, I was the champion and I deserve a rematch. And I'm thinking that Logan Paul might get a rematch on that. So we'll see. Also with SmackDown with the Bloodline. The Bloodline deal is going to be huge. I have already a couple ideas on the Bloodline thing. If you want me to talk about the Bloodline and even the Judgment Day, let me know. And I will gladly do videos on the Bloodline and the Judgment Day and like what's gonna happen there. And this is the last paragraph, and I thought this is kind of funny. With the Bloodline and the Judgment Day, and this is also from the Bleacher Report, that I wasn't even finished. The Bloodline and the Judgment Day are both in turmoil, so we can expect a lot of angry people looking for revenge this week. Absolutely. So, with the Bloodline, the only person that I think would be really mad is Roman Reigns because, you know, he's getting disrespected because he's actually the tribal chief, while Solo basically, you know, just basically took over everything without question, without authority, and all that beautiful nonsense. Um, so I'm expecting the storyline of the Bloodline to really push in until WrestleMania. Um, for the Judgment Day, I'm knowing that Dominic and Dominic Mysterio are going to. Dominic's going to talk about his reason of why he turned his back on Rhea Ripley, and most especially the Judgment Day, and having Liv Morgan on his side. But then you get Damian Priest, who's ready to like kill a motherfucker, but then he gets saved by Finn Balor. I'm just looking forward to what Raw and SmackDown will bring this week. We will just have to see. Now, there's just a couple of questions that I think a lot of people are just going to ask, but, well, not a couple of questions, but here's one question I think, this is intertwined with the Bloodline situation, by the way. With Jacob Batu and Tama Tonga winning the tag team titles from DIY, my question is this. With now Jacob Batu injured, what are they going to do on SmackDown? I mean, DIY could go back into winning the DIY could, you know, go back for the tag team titles and actually get back in the title right on that. Or we could see like the Freebird rule. Where the Bloodline can hold the tag team titles, like, you know, any two combination of a certain team would actually defend the tag team titles, but as long as it's part of the group. So what I'm thinking, we could actually see like, say for example, if that is the Bloodline, if it's still the case, we can have Tama Tonga and Tangaloa keep the tag team titles, defend it against DIY on the next SmackDown after SummerSlam. But we'll just have to see. We'll just have to see. Alright. So besides the SummerSlam thing and me just rambling on for about, I don't know, an hour, Um, I'm glad to do a video again. I could be doing a lot more videos. I could do a live stream of Minecraft. I actually got a lot going on my own world on that game. Um, I got a lot going on this game, 2K24, because I have already did the showcase. I already did I did My Rise Unleashed, but not the Undisputed. Or was it Undisputed and I never did the one for Unleashed? I don't know. I don't know. I'm a little lost here. But I gotta stop talking. I think I'm gonna end this broadcast for today. Folks, if you are watching my live stream, I want to thank you for watching. I'm glad to be back on YouTube for. Hopefully, we'll keep the YouTube trend for a while. Um, and I'll chat with y'all in the next one. Peace.